Hi, everyone. Welcome to Piercing the Veil.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's nice to see everyone in chat. We've got quite a few in here already.
So, tonight we don't have a guest. We're just going to be me and Jane talking to you guys in chat for a while and hanging out. And we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We don't really get a chance to do this very often. So, we thought we'd take this weekend to do that and then enjoy you guys in chat. We appreciate you so much for showing up and hanging out with us. So
And
we're starting to get some people in here.
all right. And if you like to share us out, and if you've got extra YouTube accounts, we could use a favor from everyone. Are we still at 980?
I think we're still at 980.
We need 20 more. 20 more for our 1,000. So if you want to share us out, make some Facebook posts, go to your secret little YouTube accounts, and let's get us up to that 1K.
So we got Lulu in here, and we got Paranormal Pixie. We got Heidi. We got LIB. Hi, Mike.
We got Pyromedic, Henry Nelson, Roger Blair. I think you said Lulu.
Thank you guys all for coming. You guys show up every week. There's Millie just popped in.
Hey, Millie. And to let everyone know, we will be starting our Night Owl Lounge back. So probably this Wednesday night. I'm not sure, 10 o'clock Central like we were doing.
Yeah, we haven't really. I mean, Night Owl Lounge really hasn't had a set time. We were doing it because I was getting off of work and getting home. Then we'd go on.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm home all the time, we can start anytime. So we really haven't settled on a time. We've done 11. I think we've done midnight exactly. We've done 10. But it's going to be late at night so we can carry over. It's usually we go 3 or 4 hours. And by the time we're starting to get past midnight, some of the UK people are waking up and getting in. And
yep. So yeah, we'll be starting our Night Owl Lounge again. So we'll do our Sunday nights with a guest, and we'll hang out with you guys Wednesday nights to Thursday morning. Or we'll see you in our 24/7 chat. I appreciate everyone popping in. We may not be in there every single time, but I like to get in there and check and say hi to you back. And we just got a few more weeks of our Purple Martins, which is going to be sad because I can tell that they're laying on eggs. They're feeding babies right now. And usually when the very last baby flies, the colony does not come back to the houses. They just stay in the field, and we see them the rest of the summer flying around the field. So enjoying their little sounds and crackles and close-ups. It's just going to be a few more weeks.
yep. So if you guys have noticed, we got a new computer that I am on right at the moment. So I am in the room that we initially started streaming from. And Jane is in the room that I and her had set up, which is Jane's actually music room and her fun room that she likes to play in. So she's now on that computer, and I'm on this one in our original room. So this is the room that when we first started doing lives, that we started getting a little things floating out of the wall and out of the pictures and out of the macrame on the wall, the clock and the salt lamp, and they were just coming out everywhere. But so far, I don't think anybody's said anything, or I haven't seen any myself come out. So pay attention. Let's see if anything weird starts happening again now that we're back in this room.
There was one time I thought I saw something behind you in this room, and I don't think we ever did go back and check.
Hi, Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot. Hi, Jim's camera. Thanks for coming. we're just kind of hanging out and talking with everybody. And if anybody has anything going on, I hope everybody's having a good week. So let us know what's going on with you guys. Is there anything going on? We got some hot weather coming up, so we'll probably be inside and we'll probably be doing some more stuff on the channel, or maybe we'll start doing stuff on Jane's channel. We got to do that yet. We got some videos and some music Jane wants to put together, and so we'll be popping some new stuff up on hers. And hi, Gary.
Hey, Gary. And the other Henry. We got two Henrys.
Oh, we got two Henrys. All
Yeah,
right.
we got both Henrys. All right. Yeah, it's starting to get, well, the next 5 days, I guess, is pretty close to 90. A little warm for even me sitting outside or in the sunroom. So I came downstairs the other day and Gerald showed me how to run all the cameras so I can switch cameras back and forth and give you guys a little more of a variety instead of one camera for quite a few hours. And then I have to ask Gerald, will you please go downstairs and change camera? And I always felt bad. But
Hi,
I'm just
Robin.
hanging out down here and we can switch cameras around. Hi, Robin.
Actually, all these crystals and me and behind Jane and against the fireplace there all started with Jane doing her sound therapy, and we started buying crystals to sell at a shop she was part of. It was kind of a what would you call it? I'll let you explain it. I don't know.
It was a metaphysical shop. There was tarot reading and Reiki. I was doing singing bowl therapy. Everyone was a vendor. They either made homemade candles or jewelry, and I sold the gemstones and essential oils and things like that. And then we just had a little mishap with the owner, and every single one of us went there one day and grabbed all of our stuff and left her high and dry. And I don't want to start my own shop or sell online, so we just decided to keep everything. So I've got my whole inventory.
Now we have done giveaways on some of this, not the obviously the great big stuff, but the stones that we have and some of the rollers for the face for that. We had what pink quartz and amethysts and
I got selenite charging plates. So I do have some inventory that we gave away at that was our 500 show. So maybe if we get to our 1,000, maybe we'll do a special show and we'll do a giveaway. And we finally reached our little milestone of 1,000.
So we still have some t-shirts left. We don't have very many because we just got a sample from a company to see how they turned out. We really like the shirts, but we didn't order because we're looking for a merch shop so you guys can just order from the merch shop and get it sent straight to you and no hassle or anything. But if we reach our 1,000, I'm sure we'll be giving away some t-shirts. I think we have some water bottles still that we're planning on giving away that have crystals in them, amethyst and tiger eye. And I don't remember how many we have left, but
I think I got
those, and we have stones and stickers and.
Robin uses the rose quartz. Yes, I've got a rose quartz and the green amethyst.
I think T-Bone popped in.
I think it was.
So we got that coming up. If we reach our 1,000, we might do a special night or a special time so we don't interfere with some of our friends that have shows at the same time. And a lot of you guys hang out in their chat, so we don't want to take away from anybody else. And usually Sundays we're always booked with guests. This just happened to be one that we could have reached our 1,000, but we didn't. But we still wanted to come on and talk with all of you and have fun. And we haven't actually sat down and talked to everybody in chat for quite a while since we haven't done the Night Owl Lounge in quite a while. But like Jane said, we're going to bring that back so we'll be able to talk to you guys and have fun like we used to and show cameras at night and maybe the stars and constellations and stuff. And whatever we catch out on the cameras, you guys will see it right along with us.
Yep, only 20 subs away. So yeah, please share us out. In the last couple of weeks, it's just been growing and growing. And we are almost at that next milestone.
So I don't know, since YouTube is really weird, since we multi-streamed with well, actually several different people, because we never really thought we would be monetized or anything. We're not really planning on it, but let us know. Would you guys like us to be monetized and do this super chat thing, or would you rather use PayPal, or would you just rather us just keep rolling the way we are and not worry about, because we really don't really need the monetization. I mean,
Right. We don't need the
it
membership, but I
to
know.
help pay for future equipment and stuff like that, and the cost of StreamYard and stuff like that. But that's not why we're here. That's not why we're doing any of this. We just want to hang out with you guys and have guests that have like interests of ours, whether paranormal, cryptid, UFO, whatever the subject is, and just hang out and bring it to you all. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. And that's what it's all about. How are the babies?
The babies are growing. We've got 5 babies, and I've got one more mom, possibly 2, sitting on eggs. So we might have a second batch.
Oh.
But then after that, I try not to have too many babies out there.
Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, welcome in, Jennifer. You two are some of my favorite hosts, very knowledgeable and open, and a great place to collaborate. You rock. Aw, thank you,
Thanks.
Jim.
Thanks. Yeah, well, I mean, we enjoy it. I mean, I've always enjoyed the paranormal and cryptid and UFO and just kind of the weird, talks. And that's what we talk about at night. A lot of times we'll bring subjects up and we just sit there and talk. And so when we bring on guests that have the same kind of experiences, or maybe they have stuff new that we've never heard of, so we want to hear about it, and that's why we try to bring it to you guys. And hi, Blazer.
Welcome in, Blazer. Chicken lips, chicken lips. Chicken lips.
So the channels grow. I mean, we grew pretty fast for a while. Then now we're kind of hit a plateau. We're kind of just like slowly creeping up towards 1,000. So we have you guys that come in all the time. We have the same people usually every show that pop in, and we have some new people that pop in, and we might not be everybody's cup of tea. I mean, there's a lot of shows out there, even we like to go to, but
Blazer, stop it. Now you got Jim doing the chicken lips.
Meowdy.
Chicken lips, chicken lips. Any high strangeness that has happened to you both at the same time that is most memorable? I'm guessing the thing that you started seeing up in the sky that was moving along and then once in a while flashing and powering up, and you brought me out to see it, and our psionics was in the mail and wasn't here yet, and so we couldn't film it. That was probably the one that we saw actually together, and this thing just going along and just boom, big power ups, and kept on going, another power up, and did that all the way across the sky. So that's probably our best one that we saw together.
Yeah, and then the experience that you called me out the other night for
whatever that
was in the sky. Yeah. We haven't uploaded it or showed anybody yet, so we got that. We're still trying to decide what it is. We're still looking up satellites and stuff to make sure that we think it is what it is, but it looks similar to what Jane caught the very first video that we posted on our YouTube channel.
But it wasn't moving. It was just something was just stationary. Yeah, just stationary. So it couldn't have been a launch or anything like that. It just kind of like had a beam of light sitting in the sky there for a little bit.
Thanks, Jennifer. We love you guys in chat. You guys are awesome.
Thank you. Hey, there's Val. Welcome in, Val.
Hi, Val.
We're just hanging out with each other.
So I don't know if you guys are tuned in to Dennis Carroll on Hunting the Shadows, but I first met Dennis through William Nighthawk's show, and we started doing Saturdays and Sundays, or I joined them. They were already doing the show Saturday and Sunday mornings for I can't remember what the title was. Morning Brew.
Morning coffee brew or something like that.
Yeah, Morning Brew. And so I got to know Dennis and William really good, and me and Dennis have stayed in contact, and so we decided to do a show again together. So let me see if I got that up.
What's 1717?
I don't know.
Was it a good year?
1717 for what?
Oh, good. Robin found the gal that was from Oregon with the bracelets. Yeah, they were very reasonable. They were like what, $22, something like that. They were like,
Well, shit. There's
So
different styles and different thicknesses on. You just have to make sure that it's real iron. They'll tell you that in the ad or the.
Yeah, she found the Oregon girl.
So yeah, well, I mean, I wear mine all the time, so I'm really happy with it. And I have it on my left wrist because everybody knows that energy flows through your left side,
and it's not
or at
too
least that's
heavy.
what we've been told.
It's just a cute. It's just kind of a cute, dainty little bracelet. I really liked them.
And they're easy enough to bend and manipulate around your wrist, so you can have it. So you can either slip it off, or you can just have it so it's tight around your wrist so it doesn't dangle as much or spread apart and catch things.
And then the shungite necklaces that we both have, we got them on Amazon. I got the one that was like $13. You got the one that was a little bigger and thicker for, I think it was like 18.
Yeah, so mine's I think mine's bigger in size, not necessarily.
Yeah, yours are bigger and thicker.
Is it thicker also? Yeah. I didn't know if it was the same thickness, but just a little bit bigger. So 17 minutes and 17 likes. Oh, that's all right. I understand now.
Yeah, Robin, I've got mine that I can just, I mean, it's a little hard, but I kind of go to knuckle to knuckle to knuckle, and I can get mine off and then slide it back on. Because there's times that I don't want to wear it if I'm working outside. I'm catching it on things. Now, Gerald, he has his on. He just leaves his on the whole time.
Yeah, I got pretty well formed in my wrist the way I like it. And two ends meet together, and so nothing really gets in between it or catches. So it's worked out really well.
88. Now we're talking about numbers.
Numbers.
So if you guys notice, our cameras are looking really nice. Our mics are looking nice. We had our cable company do maintenance, over a week, almost every single day. We had a giant tree in town that fell on a power line that messed up the cable, and half the town was out of power. Ours came back on. Other people were out until close to 11 o'clock. And then the next few days was still maintenance. We had our show with Aaron and Tyler, which was one of our best shows. And sure enough, both of our cameras were messed up. The first show with Dennis was all messed up. And then they finally was able to fix everything. Our speed is up and running. We couldn't even get our 24/7 going. It kept popping us out. So we had no 24/7 for a few days. So yeah, our cameras are looking good. And I don't think we're freezing or anything. I think they finally fixed what happened in our town.
They said that before, but yet every day last week they kept popping up and then saying they're doing maintenance, but then at the end they would say, okay, we're done, we got it fixed, but then the next day we'd have it again. So I'm not really sure if they're completely done, But so far, our video and audio has been working really well, and
Yep.
our signal's been strong for the internet. So
It was just bad timing. You got this new computer and new cameras and everything, and got our show up, and the cameras are horrible. And we went, no. So luckily, it was our cable company. I got shungite squares that come with a sticker on the back. Oh,
yeah, so we have a shungite that we wear for necklaces. And then
shungite
we have
sticker.
shungite all throughout the house, but we don't have anything on our cell phone or anything. And
Where do you get them, Jim? That's interesting.
I saw something the other day on, I don't know if it's Facebook or TikTok or somewhere, one of the things where somebody was showing the difference between the radiation coming off your phone when they had the shungite on it and not on it.
Huh. They call their breakdowns upgrades. Yeah, we're supposed to have fast internet. We're going, what? So what's
See,
that?
the only problem is that they're supposed to be upgrading the town to fiber. We have fiber optics coming to town, but that's as far as it goes. So I think eventually they're going to be spreading it out through the whole town so that everybody will have access to fiber in town. So will that interrupt us because they're taking lines out and putting ones in, or I have no idea, but the package we have now, I think, is fast enough. We're able to run multiple devices as fast as we can upload anything. So I think we're good.
And we've got our 24-hour stream going while you're on other people's shows. And so we did turn it off tonight so we can kind of reboot it and just kind of give the cameras a break.
So
When we're
Pixie
down
is
here,
telling me where to get the shungite or where she's found it.
okay.
Then Blazer says you think it's maintenance, but Men in Black are on the scene. That very well could be. I don't know.
Do the little aliens come with it?
They haven't announced themselves to us if that's what they are, or we haven't been flashed in the face with anything or that I know of.
Hi, Moon. Welcome in.
Yeah, there's Moon at Noon. How you doing? Like I said, we see everybody that comes into our chats. We see them usually in other people's chats, so we know almost everybody. I mean, once in a while we'll have a new face pop into our chat, and somebody new finds us and
go, who are these people?
Yeah, who's that weirdo?
Weirdos. They belong to the Geezer Geeks. Oh, speaking of Geezer Geeks, I guess we could tell them that there is a Geezer.
Well,
Geek
I never finished Dennis. So Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, me and Dennis are doing a show called The Road Less Traveled, and it's on Hunting the Shadows channel. Because Dennis would also like to get up to his 1,000. He's getting up there too. I think he's moving faster than we ever did.
Yeah.
And Dennis would like to monetize, so that's why we haven't been multi-streaming to our channel. We'd like to. I mean, we love the shows that we're doing, and we're talking about all kinds of subjects that you may have heard of, but it might have been something you heard a long time ago, and then now nobody ever talks about it, or it might be something new that's happening. So it's just kind of an all catch-all for a show that we're going to do. We're going to have a specific topic about some kind of lore or
crystal skulls.
And last week we did Coral Castle, and this week we're doing the Las Vegas aliens. And then I picked a subject for next week that's going to be really interesting. I don't know if many people know about it, but they might. So you'll have to tune in to Hunting the Shadows on Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern and check us out.
And then you can tell them about Geezer Geeks on Saturday.
Then I joined up, and you've probably seen them. I hope you've seen our videos where we had Robert Bauer, Professor Bauer, everybody calls him, because he is very intelligent and very knowledgeable and has that golden voice and for radio. And he came on our show at least 4 times talking about frequencies and vibrations, and he gets into a lot of stuff, same stuff that we're all interested in. So Saturdays at 9 p.m. right Eastern,
So, yeah,
or no,
9 Central. That was 9 our time.
so it'd be 8
Robert
p.m.
time.
So on Geezer Geeks on Robert's channel, and we have a YouTube now and Rumble that's Geezer Geeks. So a lot of our topics that we talk about on Geezer Geeks might not fit along with Midwest Night Watchers, so we decided to keep them separate. So we have a pretty good following starting to happen on Rumble and YouTube for Geezer Geeks, and obviously Robert Bauer at Nexus, or the Nexus. We're streaming on 6 or 7 channels, 5 platforms. And it's Robert Bauer and me, and Jim Goodall is always there. We had Doc Skinner, if you've ever heard of him. He does movies and does stuff in Hollywood. And then we've had Heidi pops in. Heidi Pop.
Pops in.
I said Heidi pops in. Heidi Pop. And Chastity Munez shows up, and we just have a good collective, and we have other people that all join us. And we, I believe Terry, Mr. B, if anybody knows Mr. B, that's where this show originally started. And Robert kind of took the reins, and so now it's his and my show. I try to help out as much as I can, and Mr. B still shows up and hangs out. But we got some other guests that in the paranormal and cryptid and UFO and other fields that might be scientific or whatever that'll pop in. And Robert and Mr. B and everybody's bringing on board some really nice guests that you might not see on Midwest Night Watchers.
Hey. Hi, Grizz.
Hi, Grizz.
Nice
good
to
show
see
today,
ya.
Grizz.
Yeah, good show today.
That's one thing that we haven't done. We haven't had anybody do readings or tarot cards necessarily on our channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's really enjoyable when you can sit there and get a reading right on the spot.
I enjoy Grizz coming up with songs.
I know.
That too, not just a tarot reading or rune stones. I mean, I really enjoy when Grizz come out and goes, I've got a song in my head. I mean, I absolutely love that. So thanks for coming in, everyone. Hey, he can come on and do tarot cards.
Oh, nice.
I don't read so good.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. Hey,
I don't know when you'd have time, Grizz. You got like 5 shows a day, it seems like. every time I see, I get a notification on YouTube that you're on.
Hey, thank you, Moon. Now, if someone would want to find the YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure it's Geezer Geeks 1111. And it's like, how many we have? Did you check how many subscribers?
No, I don't know. I haven't paid attention.
So it's Geezer Geeks 1111. For right now, if it doesn't pop up live with Robert's show, Gil will just kind of download them and upload them to the Geezer Geeks channel.
Well, we tested it literally an hour before the show to make sure that the keys and everything were good. Then when we went to launch the show, it didn't work. I don't understand why or what happened, but it went live on Robert's channel. So I just downloaded it or uploaded it to our channels after the fact. But it was a really good show. I mean, geez, we talked about portals and all kinds of theories and everything that's happening today. And Jim Goodall told some really good stories about him in the past and stuff that happened. And Robert went on his I don't know how to describe it, but he has his subjects that he likes to talk about, and that was really interesting. And Chastity was there, and and Doc Skinner, like I said, he's got some movie ideas and some plans coming out, which he couldn't discuss because they're in a contract talks. So we got that to look forward to announce.
And Pixie, I do want to say I'm sorry. I did see that you're talking about funerals and stuff. I just want to say sorry, and I will be sending peace your way. Peace that surpasses all understanding, from the top of your head down to the bottom of your feet, and you get some good night rest. I'm very, very sorry for your loss. But yes, we would consider having Pixie come on, and she can do some readings also. She offered her services too.
Yeah, I see that. Thank you, Pixie.
Thank you. Oh, and I do my own. Maybe we'll just have tarot readings. I got my cards down here. I brought them down. Maybe I'll start pulling mine out and start doing readings. I usually do it just for myself. I normally don't do other people, but maybe I should start.
What was cool about Grizz's show today? He had more than one on. So you had a numerologist, you had somebody reading cards, and so they all had gifts and were able to give their reading or aspect, whatever they do, on what the person, off their date of birth and their name. And it was very interesting.
All right. Moon found the Geezer Geek, so he's subbed to Rumble and Geezer Geeks. And don't forget about Professor Bauer, because he'll be on his Rumble and X, right? Isn't he doing X? And his
he's doing, like I said, we were on like 5 platforms last night. We had Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, X, and I mean we had them all lit up. Just our 2 channels just didn't populate for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but we'll get that fixed. So we'll be live on our channels at the same time, and
just not Midwest Night Watchers. It'll be streaming.
It'll be just strictly on Geezer Geeks for Saturday night for Roberts and Mr. B and us and Jim Goodall and whoever else joins us. And don't forget Chastity's channel, Chastity Munez, and
yes, Unveiling Addiction. Right?
Yes. And then Heidi Pop, she's another one of the crew, and you can find her on YouTube and socials, and they're also looking to climb up their subscriptions so they can get their information. And all of us have different channels about different things. I mean, we just happen to land in the woo, and that's what we like. And Heidi likes telling stories and getting people on there to talk about their experiences, whether it's about addictions or education or how they've helped people out, and just a good wholehearted feeling of people going through what they go and how they're overcoming it and how they're helping other people. And sometimes it does reach into the paranormal and other stuff, because she's had people on there that is in that field also. And we'll be on there sometime soon coming up. So you'll have to look forward to seeing us on Heidi's show. And Chastity has a real good show that she's just starting up, and she struggled with an addiction after I believe an accident.
I think so.
I think it was an accident, and struggled with addictions from the things that were supposed to be helping her and curing her. And so she's going that way, and she's still the same way. She's bubbly, just like Heidi, and really outgoing and kind-hearted. And so she has people coming on with the same aspect. So we got a collective of different, I guess I'll say eclective. I guess it's a bunch of different things, but we all are pretty much like-minded, and some good stories are being told, and it's a lot of fun just to hang out. We did 4 hours and 20 minutes last night, I believe.
Yeah, it was long.
A few weeks ago, we did
Then
7
Gemini.
hours somehow.
Yeah, that one time was 7 hours. Welcome in, Gemini. And Grizz says let him know he'd be happy to come on.
Oh, nice, Grizz. I'll get a hold of you.
Yeah, I think the chat would really have fun with that. Thank you. Everyone's saying hi to Gemini.
Yeah, hi, Gemini. Thanks for coming. So you guys are just wonderful. You guys all come in here and you pop in, and you guys have been following us for a while now and showing up and being faithful, and we really appreciate it. And like I said, we'll have I don't know when we'll do it. Like I said, we're going to have to try to figure out once we reach 1,000 if we want to do a special show, or we'll have to figure out a time in between everybody else's shows if we're going to pop on at a different time and date.
Yeah, because before you know it, we'll get to our 1,000, which I'm happy. I mean, even if we never got to the 1,000, I'm happy with the amount of friends that I see as family now, you know, hanging out with us. I'm very content on where we're at now. If we grow, we grow. You know, like Gerald says, we're now not out to monetize. We're not out to have tons of subscribers. If we get there, hey, we get there.
I mean, normally our chat is like 20 to 30 people, and that's pretty. I mean, it still goes by pretty fast for us. I mean, the chat kind of scrolls and keeps going, but I watch these shows that have, like Jessica, that has like 200 people.
Yeah,
it's like, oh my gosh, it's even just being a mod in the chat is hard when you got 200 people typing in and saying hi and asking questions. And
I kind of like our low numbers and our crowd that we've got.
So we at least got 30, usually around 30 people that pop in, and it's usually everybody that we know and have known and got to know. And once in a while we've popped up to 50, almost 60, I believe, once or twice.
Yeah, the highest I think was 60.
Yeah, and that was hard. I mean, to try to pay attention to your guests and try to pay attention to chat. So I don't know how all these people do it, like Grizz and Jessica and all
last
them.
Sunday, last Sunday with Aaron and Tyler from Journey to Truth, we had I think 50 or 51 in that chat. I'm going to kill this gnat. So if anybody, I don't care if we're live, I'm going to be swatting this thing. Gosh darn it. Yeah.
I'll just say I never had problems when I was in that room.
Oh, so it's me?
I don't know.
Why is it you pick up a fly swatter and they leave? It's just like, bye.
Well, they know. Maybe on our first night owl, we'll do some readings. Maybe that'll be a good way to bring in the Night Owl Lounge back. We'll talk to chat and we'll have some readings and some tarot cards or something.
How late do you stay up, Grizz?
Ready for a midnight show, Grizz?
I'm not sure what state he's from. I don't know if he's our time or Eastern time or Mountain time.
Might work out for Pixie for a while because she usually joined us in our Night Owl Lounge.
Yeah, Pixie's up late at night.
I mean, they can do it in the first part of the show, anyways. And, you know, even if they have to go to bed or go to sleep, then they can just excuse themselves. And
because you know we usually do our cameras on Night Owl Lounge. Well, shoot, we've got 24/7 going. People can just go there and check out different cameras. We can do some special different things with our Night Owl Lounge. Good idea. Grizz is in Louisville, Kentucky. Okay.
Oh, so it'll be early.
Not that far from us. Wow.
It'll be early for him then. He'll be all right.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe our first night owl or our first reincarnation of the Night Owl Lounge.
Yeah, maybe I'll start pulling some out. I got some really cool cards. I've got dragons, I've got planets, all kinds of cool. I got spirit animals.
Yeah, that'll
So
be
there's a
interesting.
fly and a gnat lands on his
I
back.
guess I could I guess I'll keep track of who wants a reading and stuff, and you guys can do the readings or whatever. Because since I don't really have any, I'm sure I could pull cards, but I'd just be reading whatever the card says. So I wouldn't have anything to go along with it.
Oh, Blazer, he's on a roll.
I know. I read that about a fly.
You better watch Moon. He's the one that does the one-liners also the other day on it was Heidi's chat. Yeah. Everybody was doing all these jokes over in Heidi's chat.
Oh my.
I saw you. Where'd you go?
So yeah, a lot of stuff has been happening. We got some cameras that we'd like to upgrade. They're the 16X's are our best cameras, and those are the ones we mainly use. But we bought smaller cameras. I'll just say they're smaller as far as what they can zoom in on, and we thought that would be perfect for like maybe a section of the goats or the chickens and stuff like that. But we're not really that happy with them. So slowly we might just upgrade a camera here and there to bring everything up to what we like to show, so we can really zoom in on something or move it around. And it has better quality picture, better quality audio. That's what we're having problems with, one or two cameras now, that the audio is not very good.
Yeah, I moved the camera and it starts crackling, and we're gonna have to swap some cameras. But the little 3X on the front porch is okay, but I'd rather have a better one than the 3X in the barn. The dual cameras, I'm not too crazy about the dual ones, but it's working for a bird feeder. But since Carol showed me the setup down here, I've got a monitor over here with all of them. I feel like a security guard. And he showed me actually how to change cameras, so I can give you guys, more of a variety. And if I see something, if there's a skunk on the front porch, I can switch over. We'll give a nice variety of different cameras at night. And
hi, Rocky Mountain Skywatcher. Thanks for coming.
hey, yeah, welcome in, Skywatcher.
So we'll be able. We're going to start. Like I said, the Night Owl Lounge, and we'll start showing you better views. And as soon as these storms quit coming, I mean, my gosh, we're having like 2 a day. So we have a camera that we like to point up to the sky, but we really can't do it because we don't want a lot of water hitting it where it's not supposed to be. Because honestly, we're not really using it for the way we're supposed to, because we're trying to get a night sky and more of the sky that you guys can see. So we have it set up so at any time we can move it the way we want to and show more of the sky, but we can't do that if it's going to be storming and raining, because we'll just end up ruining a really nice camera. We did once already.
So yeah, Gerald's got it. It's really cool. Gerald's got it on a board. So when we want to do a sky watch, we just move the board, turn it upside down. The whole camera moves, so it's facing up and spins all around instead of down around the ground. But we just can't leave it like that, because the rain will go down inside and it'll ruin the camera.
It has a 16X view or zoom optical. Yep. And then it has 360 that it can spin around and show whatever. So we have a nice view where it's set up of east, west, north, south, almost anywhere that's above us. So that'll be a really nice thing, and it does a pretty good job of showing the stars and everything else that happens to be moving. Hi, Dennis. Welcome in. I was just telling everybody a little bit ago about our show on Mondays. And we got a really good show coming up Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Hunting the Shadows. It's on the podcast, The Road Less Traveled. So we got that Monday night. So I guess I've been on what? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's going to be tied up every weekend, I guess now.
Yep. And you'll have a better camera because, yeah, you guys' first show, your camera was messed up and everything, thanks to our cable company. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night's show. Camera will be running. And Millie said something about more solar storms might be producing northern lights again. I did not. I guess I've been busy with other stuff. I did not hear we've
Well, I
had
told
more.
you the other night that we had one and they didn't know if it was going to hit us directly,
Oh,
and they
that's right.
said
It
it
was
was
cloudy
supposed
that
to,
night.
but so I don't know. That's kind of weird that we've been having all these solar storms back to back here lately.
Yeah.
We normally don't. We get solar storms, but not this strong and not this often, as far as coming to our path and able to show the northern lights down at the low end of the states. Because I mean, that one was going all the way down in the southern states.
Well, I know we've got, I think, tomorrow storms and I think Wednesday storms. So I guess it depends on if it's going to be cloudy, and we got more thunderstorms coming our way. It's been a crazy year for weather.
It
Class
has been.
X1 from Friday to, we had a bunch of X class ones Friday to Saturday. Wow.
Yeah, and Moon brought up our favorite subject that we usually talk about, and
Yep.
there was speculation of HARP and weather manipulation and testing CERN and HARP and doing all kinds of stuff at the exact same time that the solar flares were supposedly hitting us. So I'll let you guys dig into that and figure out whatever you come up with.
Yep, that's a nice rabbit hole. I've been following conspiracy theories for so many years, and most of them are coming true. So, yeah, I've been following the HARP thing for quite a while. That's an interesting conspiracy, but I don't think they're conspiracies.
So I got a list of subjects for the road less traveled that I haven't necessarily talked about or brought up in a long time. Me and Jane talk about a lot of these subjects, so I have a list of things that you'll possibly be seeing on our new podcast with Dennis Carroll. And I think they're exciting. I know they're really good rabbit holes and good subjects to go down. And so you'll have to tune in Mondays at 9 p.m. So what do you guys got going on? You guys been seeing anything? Any reports? Any strange activities? Anybody got anything to share?
Ooh, pull up Millie's. So then we have a planet parade on June 3rd, which is what, tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow we have 5 planets that are aligning. I believe 3 of them you can see with your naked eye. 2 of them you'll have to have binoculars or a telescope or something to try to see them.
Oh, nice.
But 3 of them you'll be able to see with the naked eye, and there's 5 of them. 5 of them in a row. They're all lining up.
I like things like that. Wow.
And that's another thing. If you go to our Facebook page, Midwest Night Watchers, and then we have a page and a group, and usually stuff like that, the Parade of Planets, and I'll put that stuff up, and I have a cryptid report from I can't even think of the name now. But anyway, it's somebody else's, but I repost it on our page, and Creepy Acres, that's what it is. And they do a if a cryptid report or a tale even from long ago, it could be the 1800s, 1700s, the 70s, whatever year it is, they'll put up a Bigfoot and tell the story of what happened. And so I like posting those. Those are fun things to read. And any new Loch Ness Monster sightings or Bigfoot sightings or paranormal UFO, if there's anything big that happens, I'll usually post it in that group. And so if you haven't followed us on Facebook, please do. We're streaming to our Facebook page because they took away streaming to our Facebook group. We were streaming to the group, but they took that away. So it is what it is, I guess.
Welcome in, Deb. She wants you to mention your show Monday night with Dennis again, and what channel. So one of the mods can post Dennis's YouTube channel also, please.
It's Dennis Carroll's channel, Hunting the Shadows. That's a YouTube channel, and I'm sure I think he has other socials with the same name. And it's going to be Monday nights at 9 Eastern, I believe. Well, if you go to his YouTube channel, you'll see it. It's called The Road Less Traveled, and we'll be talking about all kinds of folklore and myths and subjects that have been long ago to new current events that happen, whether it's paranormal, cryptid, or Egyptian, or lost civilizations, or haunted objects. I mean, you think of it, we're going to try to cover it, and some things you may have heard of before, and some things may be new to you. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and it's been really enjoyable for me and Dennis.
Thank you, Moon. Yep. There's Dennis's channel. And he's got shows Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on his channel. And they're all
at 9 p.m.
9 Eastern. Yep. Now it's every single one's going to be 9 Eastern. Not sure what Blazer clicked, but it says live. That's scary. There, road less traveled. Thank you, Blazer.
Yep, I think Dennis shared it, and there we go. So the road less traveled on Monday nights on Dennis's channel, Hunting the Shadows. So look that up, and
and don't forget the Geezer Geeks on Saturdays with Professor Bauer. Aw, she subbed. Thank you.
So once again, we're getting close to our 1,000. So if anybody knows anybody that might be interested in our content or Dennis's content, please sub to our channels and our Geezer Geek channel. And
they were at 981.
All right.
We got one more. Yay. Whoop, 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 whoop. 19. She's up to the Geezer Geeks also.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
so I don't know how many people do Rumble, but we're venturing out. I mean, we have a Twitch account, we have a Rumble, we have an X. I mean, we have all the social platforms so we can try to get the word out, when we're on, or we don't necessarily go live on all of them, but we've tried to go live on the big ones like Rumble and Facebook and YouTube, and then we'll post our shows on the other ones, whether it's X or Twitter, or I guess X and Twitter are the same thing. I guess I need to quit saying it that way, but
Twitter X.
Twitter X. Yeah,
we
Twitter
just
X.
thought we'd start a Geezer Geeks channel and not really interfere the Midwest Night Watchers with it, and we'll just kind of protect it a little bit. You never know what comes out of those guys' mouths, like Jim Goodall and Robert and Mr. B, and we don't want to be striked. You never know what these guys, those crazy Geezer Geeks, are going to say. And
well,
we start a new channel.
It's not really about being striked. It's about it's not really our show.
Yeah, and there's topics that we may not want on our channel.
But it doesn't really necessarily all the subjects will fit with Midwest Night Watchers as far as paranormal cryptids. That they discuss a lot of stuff that might be political, it might be current events, or it might be the woo and paranormal and stuff, because we like getting into those subjects too. But unlike our show, we try to stick to the stuff that we like as far as cryptids and paranormal and stuff. And that's usually what our guests are, and that's who we invite. And so we just wanted to keep it separated for whatever reason, and not to interfere with each other. And even though we're a part of it, and just like we're a part of Dennis's and the show that we got going on with him on Hunting the Shadows, and you'll find it there. And I don't know, eventually maybe I'll upload some of them to our channel or a sub channel or something. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But for right now, it's on Dennis's, and that's where you'll find us. Hi, Rosie. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Welcome in, Rosie. We got Gone Girl too. Gone Girl just showed up.
Hi, Gone Girl.
Welcome in, Gone Girl. I like that name. I've got 2 gongs behind me. Where are they? There's one there. Oops. That one. And that one. There's my 2 gongs right there.
There you go. And Rosie has a channel, and we're a part of helping to try to get that out there. And Rosie did some lives, and she does a lot of videos, and she posts a lot of stuff about plants and how to take care of them and what they are and identify them and
how to transplant them.
Yep. And hopefully Rosie will be able to take us on some lives where she was going to walk some of the parks and show the wildlife and the flora and the plants. And
thank you.
So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, there's Rosie's link. And yeah, she just had eye surgery, so she's kind of taking a break right now. So
that's just like life, you know, you make these plans, and just like us wanting to go live with the new computer and stuff, and then the internet says, nope, we're not doing that today. So, I mean, we have stuff that pops up during our lives, just like you guys do. And you just got to roll with it and say, all right, not today. I guess we'll try tomorrow.
Yes, Gone Girl is starting to do some things on her channel also. I've been
seeing that.
Yes. And let's see, Robin, there's a Jane. How did you get involved with the singing bowls and your other enchanted sounds? Good question. I was actually a worship leader in a few churches in our area for about 20 years. I play keyboard, which you can see back there, keyboard and guitar while I led worship. We decided to leave the church organization. And so I do have a channel out there that I sing Christian songs. So I don't advertise it much because a lot of people don't like that kind of music. But I did start a channel of me playing keyboard, guitar, playing, my favorite songs. And then, I've always been involved with UFOs and Bigfoot. So I've always followed, it's been James Gilliland from Meseti Ranch. I've been following him since probably 06, 08, something like that. And I loved watching his UFO videos. So there was one day I was just binge watching his recent UFO videos. One of them said singing bowls, and I went, singing bowls? What are singing bowls? So I had to click on it. And it may still be on his channel. I'm not quite sure. But Jimmy Church was involved in it. And he was there that summer. And they have this area that is a huge area of rocks. And it's a medicine Pleiades. There's all kinds of, I'm not exactly sure what that rock area is, but you go to different areas in it. And they brought out these singing bowls, and the girls were doing singing bowls. And Jimmy Church just he went somewhere. He claims he went to a different dimension or something. He came back and just went, whoa, what happened? Where am I? So I looked up singing bowls on YouTube right away. Like, wow, what are these things? Instantly, I started seeing therapy and people having the bowls all around them and on the body. So I started looking around like, where can I find some of these? And I found a place about 35 minutes away. And I said, do you have singing bowls? And the guy said, yes. And I said, when do you close? And I said, I'll be right there. So I drove down and bought my 3 first itty bitty little singing bowls, which were still expensive. I mean, they are not cheap. Even the little things, you're looking at $30 to $50 for those things. And so I started from there. Then I found a set of them that they were cheap back then, but they're about twice the amount of the price now. And Garrel let me get a couple sets, and I started doing therapy. And the large bowls are on the body and the back and the shoulders and your knees. I even helped with feet. And then so after that, I just got into some tongue drums. Then I ended up getting a hand pan, 2 hand pans, more tongue drums. And Garrel found this site one night, and we were testing out different gongs, and we just kind of, oh my gosh, these sound great. So we ended up buying gongs. And then I guess you found the Boss loop station.
Yes.
When the gal was doing Happy or whatever the Happy song. So we bought my loop station so I can do the drums and rattles and just the rhythm of the background, and it just loops and loops, and then I play to it. So that got me to the adventure of buying all these different rattles and wood blocks and all these different instruments just to make sound. So, and then I found a website of the Native American flutes, which is by a guy named Charlie. He actually is a Native American, and he's down from Alabama. It's Blue Bear Flutes. If anyone is interested, he makes them, and they're wonderful flutes. So, and I guess that's where I just got going. I just started buying more instruments and started my Chi-Rho Sounds. And 2020, I pretty much gave up the therapy because I don't like traveling to. It's like 45 minutes to go to any metaphysical shop in this area. So I'm carrying all these heavy bowls there and then setting it up, doing therapy, loading them back up, coming home, bringing them down the basement. My back was out by that time. So I just went, well, I'm still doing it. If anyone ever needs it, they can come here. I've got yoga mats. I can do the therapy here. I mainly just kind of went to more the sounds of just meditation with the gongs and singing bowls, and that's where it went from here. So thank you for asking.
If you show up to our house, you might leave with some gemstones or something, because we do tend to give away some stuff once in a while to people that show up.
I've got large bowls. You can just stick your hands in, just dig into the bowl and just pick anything you want out of it. So that's where I went. I just kind of stayed on the YouTube part and just upload videos, and that's about it.
Yeah, Pixie, get a hold of us anytime you want, and we'll show you what we have and how we have it hooked up and what we like about it, what we don't like about them. I mean, usually we like everything about it. I like gadgets. I've always loved computers and electronics, and I don't know why it makes sense to me, but it just makes sense to me. And I usually just know, okay, this will work for what I want to do or how to hook it up or whatever. I mean,
oh, you mean with the loop station and stuff?
Yeah, anything. I mean, anything electronic. I just like, I don't know. That's just my thing. I like it. Little gadgets and stuff to do this. And
yeah, because you do help me with, okay, yeah, I've got this nice loop station, and how do I hook it up? So yeah, you have helped me. And then we got the little reverb pedal. So if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see back there, my calabash gourds, the big yellow things that I use for drums. I've got a mic underneath one that you can hear dum, dum, dum. Then the other one, I've got a reverb mic on it. So when I hit it, you kind of hear the whoosh afterwards. So if I have trouble with anything, I'll go, Garrel, help.
Gone Girl says Gus and her are going to come visit.
Anytime. We may not have a spare bedroom quite yet. We're working on that.
We talked about that this summer. whether it was jokingly or serious. I mean, if anybody shows
Having
up, they're
people
more than
camp out
welcome here. But we were going to have a slumber party and just fill the
camp
house
out.
up with sleeping bags and cots and whatever bed's open, or stay up all night if you want. And we'll have a fire and a cookout and watch the stars and maybe do some multiple live streaming, all from live in guests.
Goat yoga.
Goat yoga, yeah, you can
I'll do free therapy. I
do
mean,
some chicken chasing and petting or something. I don't know. You can. There's always something to do.
ooh, rooster races.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
hi, Lorna. I didn't know. Did we say hi to you earlier?
No, I'm sorry. Everyone's popping in. Welcome in, Lorna. Good night. Hey, Gong Girl says she'll play my gongs.
There you go. There's all
Hey.
kinds of instruments down here you can play. And
Did we ever fix the mic for if I can hit a gong if it don't cut out?
yes, you have to turn off the noise cancellation and the background echo, and it's just a plain mic, and then it picks up
Oh, okay.
everything on the other side of the room.
I mean, it's still cut out even if it's that far away?
Right now, the way it's set up, yes.
Okay. Blazer, that's not bad. You can still get here. You can sleep with Batman.
Yeah, you can have Batman.
Yeah, he can sleep with Batman.
And we do have baby chicks if you want to hold a baby chick, or if you like baby chicks or big chickens, you can hold them too. They're pretty friendly.
Robert's in. Hey, I got enough drums that we could do a drum circle out in the backyard. Even I got
there you go. We could have a fire pit and
so
drum
many
circle.
drums.
We could have Native American flutes and drum circle and a fire pit.
Yeah, I got pan flutes. I got all kinds of things we could do. We'd probably drive the neighbors crazy.
And
We'd have the cops show up probably.
yeah, we're all right. They don't show up when we do fireworks.
That's true. 2,500 miles away.
Yeah, Robert has a lot of instruments in his own music channel, and he was the one I was telling you about that we do Geezer Geeks together on Saturday night with our other friends, Mr. B and Jim Goodall and Heidi and Chastity and Doc Skinner and whoever else shows up. And Roberts gave us some music for our 24/7 stream that we'll play. And
dad jokes. Yeah, you can do a drum square. They call them drum circles because mainly everybody's sitting in a circle, but I guess we can sit in a square and do a drum
square. Maybe you're square hitting the drum. I don't know.
Yeah, before we left that shop that I was at selling crystals and essential oils and stuff, we were just starting to get into sound circles, and we were doing singing bowls and just doing singing bowls over everyone, and we were going to do drum circles, and then everything all just kind of went.
So if you want to bang a gong or
beat a drum
or whatever, this is the place to come. And we have guitars, we have basses, we have acoustic, we have electric, we have keyboards. We don't have a full drum set, although we've talked about that, or at least I have, but
I don't know where we put it.
I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
A triangle is a percussion instrument. Yes, I have a little triangle. Yes, I have a little triangle too.
We have triangles, we have pots and pans, we have kitchen bowls that make wonderful tones and sounds.
Yep.
Have you guys ever done that? Accidentally hit something, all of a sudden it just rings, and it's like, oh, that's nice sounding. That makes its way downstairs into Jane's room.
Oh, and bells. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can't see my bells. I got a huge bell collection. Yes, I love bells. I've got all kinds of bells. A washboard? I don't have a washboard. But believe it or
No.
not, I even have a dog chain. I've got a dog chain over here. You can put in your hand, go. I mean, all kinds of different things make sounds.
I mean, a washboard. I think upstairs in my cabinet, I got a juice harp, so we can get the washboard and juice harp going, and maybe if somebody knows how to play a banjo, we could have a whole show going on.
And get my lap dulcimer back out. And
So my mom collected school bells, the actual teacher bells that they used to ring by hand. So we got some of those, and we've added other bells to it. And
Rosie, yes, go to my Chi-Rho Sounds channel, and I've got all kinds of videos me playing my flute or different flutes. I've got, I think, 12 flutes. So yes, I've got all kinds of videos of my Native American flutes. And I've got some even just with a variety of drums. We've got our PVC pipe drum video.
oh, Pixie says she can sing some folk pub songs. I like that. I watch that stuff on YouTube or reels and stuff of Irish groups, folk songs, basically any kind of music. I don't know why, but I'm attracted to music, even though I don't consider myself very musical, but I just love it.
I'm glad our Night Owl Lounge is coming back so we can hang out with Chad, because this is fun. You see what Robert just said?
Yeah, play a mean cheese grater.
I mean, play a mean cheese grater.
Usually I don't need a cheese grater. I just melt it and put the cheese all over it. Of course, that's more or less nachos, but whatever.
Oh yeah, Rosie, he's not, I mean, he can be expensive, but if you go to other places, actually Charlie, the Blue Bear flutes are actually very reasonable. And I have really been impressed with them. I do suggest a 5-hole, not a 6-hole, because most of the time you have to keep that finger over the 6th hole anyway. So he makes 5-hole flutes, so you don't have to worry about that extra hole. And
Charlie's really nice.
Yeah, Charlie's
really nice, and he'll talk to you and try to figure out what you want. If you don't know what you're looking for, what key you want your flute in, and he stays traditional to the Native American flutes. He knows how to make them the original. I don't know about original, but he knows how to make them according to how the Native Americans made them. And he uses all natural stuff, even though he shows you how to make some things out of PVC. If you want to try to make them on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got kits. You can make them, you can make your own flute.
And that's Blue Bear Flutes on YouTube and Facebook. And he's got tons of videos that teaches how to play, shows you how to make them. He's just a wonderful, friendly guy. And so, yeah, I recommend contacting him. And Rosie, just get a hold of me and I can easily help you. It's just pretty much basic. You move one finger and you just keep moving fingers and you'll know where the notes are. And you'll figure it out. I signed up for a what class? A salsa class?
Salsa class, I think he said. Yeah, Robin, I agree with you. I mean, music's always touched my heart. It's always been special to me. I mean, I can play. I mean, I have rhythm. I can play chords on a guitar. I just don't ever sit down enough as much as I'd want to and actually learn a cover of somebody's song, but I can put chords and notes together on my own but I'm nothing special. This I just like to strum and play. And unlike somebody like Robert, who is very proficient at a guitar, and from an engineering standpoint,
Robert would have fun with our Lava Me guitar.
Oh yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
he's kind of an
Traditional.
acoustic Martin D, and he has a nice electric guitar. And so yeah, you know, we're not afraid to buy stuff off of eBay or something if it, you know, just to try it out. And then, you know, eventually if we save up the money or whatever, say, okay, now we're going to buy the actual name brand, something that's really nice.
That's kind of like
So
what I
like,
did.
like you say, you know, the stuff on eBay are nice, and the stuff on TikTok or wherever you buy your stuff from, even Temu, I mean, they're nice. They do what they say. Are they built to last a lifetime? Probably not, but you can enjoy them while they're still working and having fun. But you know, they always say you get what you pay for. So if you want a good guitar, a good gong, a good singing bowl, whatever, you may have to save up and actually spend the money to buy something really nice that'll be something you can pass down to your kids or grandkids or whatever. You know, that's got the craftsmanship in it and will last a lifetime.
Sometimes it's not the instrument, it is the musician itself. I've seen some guys pick up this beat up old guitar and play it like you wouldn't believe, and your mouth is open going, wow. So it's not really the instrument, it's the person that actually play it. Yeah, eBay is a good place for like tuning forks. And yeah, I got my tuning forks on Amazon. I got my tuning
Blazer's
pipe.
cracking me up tonight.
Yeah, I know. He plays a mean leaf blower. You can come to our house and blow
Yeah.
the leaves all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff we've got off of Temu and even eBay or whatever, some of them are actually really good quality. You know, you're really surprised. They might not be
Mhm.
name brand, but they seem like they're really good. But then there's stuff that you buy and it's like, well, that's not really what I thought it was going to be, or so it's hit and miss. But most stuff, most stuff we've been happy with. Now what?
Robert, oh, that's right. Gone Girl's only a few hours from us.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I guess our gongs chose us because we actually listened to the videos and heard what they sounded like before we actually ordered them.
Right. And then we bought some sets, not knowing if they were going to be good or in tune or whatever, and we made you a full set of octaves.
The singing bowls.
Yes.
Mhm. I even have a didgeridoo. Actually, I have two didgeridoos. I have an
Yeah, we have
actual real
rain
didgeridoo.
sticks and didgeridoos and
I got the didgeridoo box and I got the didgeridoo
the sea
long thing.
waves or whatever. I don't know what the name of it is,
A
where you can
what?
make the sounds of the waves, and the rain sticks. And
Yeah, the rain sticks. Oh,
what is the thing that you can make the wave sounds in? I don't know what it's called.
the wave drum.
Wave drum. Yes.
Or well, it's called a rain drum. There is different names. It's a rain drum, wave drum, which I'm not sure where it's at. Ah. You get it? Watch on live show.
Now we've done it. She's going to get all of her stuff out.
All the stuff. Oops. Oops.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah. Oops. Do it back better.
I think you might have a little bit too much stuff over there.
Just a little. I just had to straddle a 2x4 of the. All right. Now I can show them. Yeah, I got this on Amazon too. You see the beads in it? Is it cutting out the mic?
A little bit. Doing pretty good, actually.
It is?
Yeah, we're gonna have to clip that. We're gonna have to clip that out. Robert's already thinking about it.
About what?
About your little incident back there. It's gonna be a highlight reel.
Hey, at least I didn't fall. My ankle just hit that 2x4 that was down there from the.
I was worried about that stone fireplace you were heading towards.
Oh, I was going around the corner.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I guess I did.
From here, it looks like you were going right for it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got fixed. How many pounds is this thing? 60 some?
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yes. All right, so I think everything's good now. Now, if anyone's interested in a didgeridoo that is not one of these giant long things, you can get this box. It's a didgeridoo box. It's a little travel didgeridoo. That's on Amazon. This is really, really cool. And no, I'm not going to play it right now. I'll let Gerald do that. That come out the mic?
Yeah, it's coming out. You're getting better. It's sounding good.
Oh, people would come here and just what's he saying? Jane actually tripped.
Yeah, we're gonna have a blooper reels, and
I didn't trip that bad. I just hit the salt lamp and the flutes went flying. And
well, I was sitting where you're at when I was doing Robert's show with Jim and him, and the little lever worked its way out, and I thought I was going to flip all the way back, and my knees came up and hit the desk, and it's like, oh my gosh.
oh my gosh. All I was trying to do is get a drum over there that's buried. Hey, it could have been worse. I could have really have totally fallen down and everything. That would have been a trip.
Now, Blazer, I like Nickelback. There's a few songs of Nickelback I like. So I don't know how they got such a bad rap, but I do like Nickelback. Maybe not everything, but growing up, there was a few Nickelback songs that I like. Three Stooges.
Just because of a wave drum.
See, if I would have thought fast enough, if I could have just cut your camera, but I was sitting here in a maze thinking, oh my gosh, what's happening?
I was fine until I got up, and then my ankle got that 2x4 that's rusting our little PVC pipe drum thing.
Well, when you started going backwards and starting to reach out for stuff, I thought this is not going to be good.
Live on Piercing the Veil.
Of course, I can't talk very much. I got drugged by a goat trying to trim their hooves the other day, and I thought I was going to die.
Yeah, we weren't live. Didn't we cut?
No, well, it could have been on a camera. I don't know where the cameras were pointed. The footage might be there. I don't know.
I mean, you grabbed that horn and you just went boom. Oh.
And that's the babies, man. I went off balance, and then I wouldn't let stupid me didn't let go of the horn, and it said, nope, we're going this way. So that's the way I went.
It was Rio, was it? Yeah, it was Rio, the milk chocolate one. Yeah, because Rio was the first. No, or was it Zeke?
I don't know. I can't. Well, I mean, we were grabbing anything that we can grab a hold of because they were not wanting to cooperate that day. So
make sure you're on camera for that, girl.
Sorry. Hurt my foot, hurt my knee, got a bruise on my side, and my thigh, and I hit my head on the rocks. And
we gotta be we gotta be careful on these cameras. The day that I was working in the garden and getting ready to mow and stuff, Blazer's in there, goes, "Hey, I see Jane on camera," and I went, "Oh man."
Well, evidently, I'm still hard-headed enough where the rocks didn't hurt me that bad.
Yeah, because you landed on your cheekbone.
I didn't bruise. I mean, I could feel it, but I didn't bruise, and I didn't get any cuts. So I don't know.
Oops, I guess we lost some people. They didn't like my falling.
Oh,
They didn't like the entertainment, so they left.
well, we've been on for an hour and a half, and
Cool. Do goats buck? No, our goats don't buck. I mean, they headbutt people, but our goats have never come up behind us and rammed us or
they
knocked
haven't
us
rammed
over.
us, but they do ram their heads together. They do buck each other.
Yeah.
Gary or Clyde was the one that liked to test his strength against me. Remember that?
When he was younger, yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah,
kind of got me a few times, but he never really came after me and, hit me from behind the,
I
like you
put
see in the
I
video.
put the palm of my hand right on his forehead, right about where above his eyes and where his horns should be. His got cut off before we got him. And he'll push and try to move me back, and I'll try to stay strong and push him back a little bit. And we do that quite a bit. But now that he's older, he's kind of given up on that. He just likes to be pet and not play rough.
He just kind of lays around and beats up the little babies.
Blocks the doorway so nobody else can get in.
Yeah. Yeah, he just blocks the door so nobody can get in the barn.
Then you see that long giraffe neck of a goat poke its head out so it can look around outside, but yet still be inside the barn.
Yeah, speaking of ghosts, I'm looking at him.
So that's one of the cameras that we're going to improve is the goat camera, and one of them anyway.
Yeah, the one closer to the chicken coop I want to replace. It's only a little 3X and doesn't have good sound.
We might, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we might put one in with the chickens, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, or swap some cameras around. And I don't know. We got some new views. Maybe we might be able to show you, and some better quality video coming for bird watching and hummingbirds and
Batman cam.
Yeah, we could do a 24-hour Batman cam. Actually, I'd like to get a GoPro and tie around the chicken's neck like you see online. That way you can get a 24/7 chicken point of view.
Oh yes, Rosie, we are. Let me refresh the YouTube and see.
I don't know where we're at. Well, we were at 981 a minute ago, or half hour ago, or whenever we started.
I see 982.
All right.
So we got 2 of them tonight. Whoop whoop whoop. We're getting there.
Now he changed it. Now he changed it to cluck cam.
Well, I was considering, that one goat cam does show the whole area, so we could move the other one actually inside the chicken coop. That would be fun. That would be fun. And once in a while, if we have really bad wind and bad storms, that's when we'll put some music on. And, some people may not like music. Some people do like the music. We try to do the natural sounds. But if there is music, please be nice and just say nothing. If there's music on, it may just be bad weather. You don't want to hear nothing but scorching rain hitting or the wind.
So we just thought it would be nice to put background music on, or something nice, something that Jane played, or something that Robert shared with us, or Clay from Conspiracy. That's another one, Clay from Conspiracy Music. Mm-hmm. He's been nice enough to give us some music to use of his, and So we just thought we would fill the air with some nice music that maybe people would enjoy overnight or whatever, but obviously not everybody did. So, but it'll be back. We'll have bad days or nights that we might want to put music on overnight, and if you like it, listen to it. If you don't, I guess turn the volume down or
Yeah, just be respectful, please.
because that's somebody's music that we play that somebody has actually made and taken the time to put it together, whether it's Jane's or Robert's or Clay's, and we want to be respectful to the artist. And I don't know. I mean, I guess that's just the way I was brought up. Do you try to stay respectful to everybody? You can have disagreeing things, but you don't necessarily have to voice them all the time or start a fight about it.
Now, let's just say we had someone come in and kept saying, ew, elevator music. Well, I'm sorry, but Robert's music, Clay's music, and my music is not elevator music. And I just kept seeing the complaints, so we had no choice but to get rid of the person. Sorry. I just need to be a little more respectful, even if it was Robert's music. I just didn't want to hear those kind of comments. We're just saying, if there's music on, there's probably because of the weather or something, and just please be respectful. Thank you. Mousetrap. Yeah, I haven't done the mousetrap in a while. I kind of took a break on that. Actually, I haven't seen a whole lot running around, but yeah, we did that one night, didn't we? We zoomed the camera into the mousetrap bucket, and we actually saw one go in, and all the chat went, "Yay, we got one!" That was good.
Well, Moon, I don't really know the answer to that.
Why did they change Popeye's Bully's friends? I don't know.
I don't either. I remember Bluto and I remember Brutus. I remember both, so I don't know what. Is that a Mandela thing? Is that a Mandela effect?
I'm not sure. I did hear that. I didn't watch the video, but I did see one the other day that there was a lot of brand new Mandela effects.
I just saw one, and I hadn't seen it previously, about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. No, was it Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Yeah. The song that they sing, they no longer say "off to work we go."
What?
Yes.
Wow.
So I don't know. I don't know what's changing. Is it us? Is it timelines? Or are they changing stuff?
I'm wondering if timelines are blending, and are we blending into a multiverse or a parallel world or something? It's got to be.
I don't know. But the fact that a lot of these places, like the companies, are saying that's the way it's always been. Well, no. Right. I know for a fact certain things I remember. Yeah, and it's not just that I remember them wrong. I mean,
off to work we go.
Yeah, now it's off to home we go. Well, they were showing it on a scene where they're already in the house. So you're not going home, you're going to work. You're not going to home. So I don't know.
So it's off to home we go?
Yeah.
Off to work. Wow.
At least that's what I saw. I mean, I have not listened to our version or anything else. I just saw somebody else report that and show it, the actual film on their TV. So I'm assuming it's that way, but it does not surprise me from all the other Mandela effects that we've seen.
Now you can sleep.
There was another Mandela effect the other day I saw that was a new one too. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah, I just saw that there was a bunch of new ones. Like it's still happening.
Yep.
But has any of them gone back to the original? Has any of them swapped change these Mandela effects, has anyone actually noticed that they actually swapped and went back to the original? Or once they changed, they changed?
I know there was one person that I know of actually found a shirt that had the old Fruit of a Loom, where the fruit's in the corpiconia, the basket.
Yeah.
They actually found a piece of clothing that still had that symbol on, even though the company is saying they never had that symbol. So they actually found a piece of clothing that still had that on there. Why it didn't get changed or why it still exists, if this Mandela effect thing is for real and the company says they never had that logo, well, then why does that piece of clothing still have it?
Huh.
Now what? Blazer?
Moon.
Oh, moon. Oranges are called oranges, then why aren't lemons called yellow? So I don't know. It's weird stuff. I mean,
Blazer has a good point. What if it's only changed to some people? It's not the thing that's changed, the people's memory and stuff. That it's changing on the people.
that could be too. I mean, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that we talk to still
good thought.
remember the old logos or the old sayings or
Yeah.
song lyrics or whatever you want to look into. But then there's other people that say, no, it's never been that way. You're just remembering wrong. Or, I mean, just like the Oscar Mayer song. There's some people that say they remember it one way and we remember it another way. And
MEYER.
maybe it is us that's changing. Maybe our consciousness, maybe our timelines, maybe, I don't know. Maybe people are moving into different dimensions at different speeds. So they're seeing something else or remember something else. I don't know. Will we ever really know?
The world will never know. Grapes are grapes and not purple. Row your boat gently down the mountain.
Carfield.
You do know it's row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Ha ha, fooled you. I'm a submarine. There you go, Blazer.
Oh my gosh.
Depends on how old you are. Oh, we are getting up to that age. I hope you don't have to start wearing those things soon.
Never know. Especially the way food are changing. You might not necessarily would have had to have them, except for the way the food's changing.
What's the submarine yellow?
Oh, yellow. Yeah, we talked about on Robert's in my show, the Geezer Geeks. We actually had Doc on there talking about the theory that Paul McCartney died in 1967 in a car accident and they had a clone or somebody take his place. So if you want to hear all about that, you can go and watch our show from last night.
No, it was lemon.
Foul McCartney.
Hey, it's Tim Mothman.
Hi, Tim.
Tim Mothman. The man with an amazing goatee. Still say you need to leave a goatee. We're debating. We need to shave this beard off, guys. We have to shave this beard off, but I still want a little goatee or something. But
we got lots of hot weather coming, and usually I already have it shaved off by now, but this has been the longest I've let it grow out as far as time and length. So it's about time to get the electric buzz saw out. But whether sometimes I take it down, not with a razor, but electric razor or with a guide on it. I'll take it down pretty close to the skin, or sometimes I leave a little bit, but I don't know. We're debating this time. Jane likes the beard. I like to start fresh, but so I don't know. Maybe somewhere in between. I don't know.
If you start fresh, you're going to freak everybody out online.
They're already freaked out looking at me.
You've been saying that since Christmas, girl. Actually, last year you just trimmed it down last year. You never really did shave it down. I think that's why.
No, I think I did. I think I just took it down to a normal, just above stubble to a normal beard length, and let it go again. And my hair is as long as it's been for many, many years. I mean, back when I was riding bikes and stuff, I had it down to the shoulder blades, so it's almost there now.
This is the longest I've actually seen your hair, not just your beard. So yeah, time for a haircut and a trimming. Probably shock you guys.
Yeah, everybody will probably quit watching.
Yeah, just because you got rid of that amazing beard.
So did anybody ever watch Andy Griffith's show where Goober grew a beard, and then he convinced himself that he was smarter because of the beard, and then he was saying more intelligent and more, I don't know, like more into thought and about what he said and how he said things, and sounded smarter. But then when he shaved his beard off, he was worried he was going to be dumb again or go back to the old Goober. I kind of wonder that too. If I shave off my beard, will I be the same? Will I talk the same? Will I have the same thoughts? Will I contemplate all the rabbit holes and theories that we always talk about? Or
everybody wants a video.
A video?
Yeah. Well, we're going to do it in the backyard. We actually could, because we do it in the backyard because the birds go after hair. And when I brush out the cats and stuff, I'll take all the hair out there, and you'll see all the sparrows and everybody fighting over it. I'll go get soft, fuzzy feathers out in the coop, put that down in a pile in the yard, and the birds just carry it off into their houses. So yeah, I'll probably cut his hair outside and let the birds come and take it for nests.
Yeah. I don't know. We could do it live. Maybe that'd be part of our 1,000 sub stream.
Yeah, if we get to 1,000 subs, we'll shave the beard off.
But yeah, Jane put that cat hair out there. Well, we do it when we brush the dog or the cats. We'll throw it out there, especially during nesting season. Man, they grab that up so fast, and the chicken feathers. And
I've got a long-haired white cat that I got 3 giant piles. I swear half that cat came off when I was brushing them the other day, and I just put it out there by the garden. And before I even came in the house and shut that screen door, there's sparrows out there grabbing it and flying off to their houses. It was so cute.
844.88. What's that? Did I miss something?
We're missing something. Yeah, do a live shade. Oh my goodness. Oh, we gotta do it in between storms. We got storms coming the next day on and off or something. Oh my, but yeah, it's getting hot. We're getting close to 90. Yep. He's getting too hot. He's gotta shave his head, and not really shave it yet. We'll trim the hair down.
Cut it down to normal.
I still think you need to leave a goatee.
Instead of letting it grow out wild and whatever it wants to do. Well, everybody, we've been on for an hour and 45 minutes, and that's usually longer than what we normally go on Piercing the Veil. So thank you very much. What now?
Just shave half and do a Two-Face Geralt Batman thing.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That would look weird. I mean, it's already kind of split down the middle with that dark streak right in the middle.
Yeah.
Sometimes it looks like it's two separate things with that, depending on how it's brushed out or how it looks.
How about a long beard or a braid? You got a goatee and you can just have
Could braid it. Could braid it first.
Yeah, you can have a braid down the front.
Could be Captain Lou Albano and put rubber bands and little bedazzle stuff in it.
Yeah, you were going to put Christmas lights in it last year, and you never did.
Yeah, we never bought any. We never got any.
Oh my. Well, here in about an hour or less, or 2 hours, whatever, we'll start the 24/7 back up. And if we're not in there saying hi, it's understandable. We can't be in there the whole time also, but I try to keep an eye on chat and say hi to everybody. And switch cameras. Like I said, I'm learning the cameras now, and I know how to switch cameras back and forth, so you don't have the same old boring scene. Gandalf. Yeah, you won't be Gandalf anymore. What's everybody going to call you?
I don't know. Hick? Normal? I don't know.
A shaved pug wedgie?
Pudge wedgie. Molting?
Yeah, you wouldn't be Gandalf anymore. Man.
Well, everybody, we're gonna call it a night, I guess, and we'll when we do our night out lounge, that's when we'll go for our long streams, and we'll stay on as long as everybody is. But tonight we have other things to do. We have other shows we need to watch and guests that we need to get a hold of and talk to. And
who is our guest next Sunday?
Dennis Carroll.
Yay!
Dennis will be doing the same thing that we're doing. He'll be doing Friday night on his show. Friday night on his show.
And then Sunday night with us, and then Monday.
And then Monday night. So he'll be doing quite a few shows. So when we bring the night out lounges, when we usually spend 4 hours or whatever it ends up being. But we usually keep Sunday nights to hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. Not that we couldn't go longer. We really like talking to you guys. We have so much fun talking with you, just like on the night out lounge. That's why we do it, because of you guys. You keep the chat interesting and funny and have fun. But we have to go get something to eat. We haven't ate yet, so we don't know what we're cooking or having, or.
And we
got to take care of the animals. It's starting to get dark out.
Barn chores here pretty soon, and then we got shows to watch, and then like I said, we'll get our 24/7 back up and going.
So just like you guys, we're all fans of other people's shows, and we usually see you guys in their chats too. So we'll just join you in their chats, and we got Jessica coming on tonight, and she was just on Coast to Coast, by the way. If you guys have not seen that on Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie, Jessica Jones, the Cryptid Huntress, was just on there. Very good show. That was exciting. Mm-hmm. You would have had to stay up till 3 or 4 in the morning to listen to her, but if you can find a repeat of it, or if you belong to the Coast to Coast app or membership or whatever it is, whatever they have, you can listen to it there on past shows. And then also Jim Goodall, our friend that's on Geezer Geeks with us, me and Robert and Mr. B and them, he was just on Jimmy Church's Fade to Black.
Yeah,
that was a really good show. Mm-hmm. Talking about Skunk Works and all the friends and people he knew that were involved in Skunk Works, which led to him knowing Bob Lazar and Area 51 and all that good stuff that everybody likes to talk about. So that was a really good one if you want to go watch that episode on Jimmy Church's Fade to Black. So make sure you catch us on Saturday nights, or I guess I'm on Saturday night, and Jane's usually in the chat with everybody else. She can join us too, though. I mean, you can pop on with us too.
We should mention that this Tuesday, Science Bob and Lala show, which is Orbis something, I'm trying to think. We are on their show Tuesday, and we are on Heidi's show Saturday afternoon. Did you say?
Saturday afternoon, then.
Okay. All right.
Sometime, I don't know if I think it's like 4 p.m. And then we'll be on Geezer Geeks again Saturday night. And then Sunday night will be us on Piercing the Veil with Dennis Carroll. And then Monday night we'll be on again with Dennis Carroll on his channel for our show, The Road Less Traveled. And there's a lot of stuff going on. And
then our 24-hour. What? Yeah, this is called retirement. I think you're more busy.
I think, well, not necessarily more active,
but busy doing things.
Yeah. I mean, between trying to keep up around the house, and Jane obviously takes the brunt of that, or she used to while I worked, and she still kind of does. So I need to get better at helping her with some stuff around the house. But between all the radio shows and podcasts and getting guests and being guests, and I don't know, it's a lot.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah, it's Orbis Paranormal.
Yes, Orbis Paranormal.
Yeah, it's a new channel they're trying to build up.
Science Guy and
Science Bob and Lala Bright.
And we'll be on their shows, and we'll be talking about paranormal and orbs and UFOs and
our skyfish and rods that we've been catching on
some of our footage that we've caught, and maybe a couple new videos that maybe you haven't seen yet. And then we start off with Wednesday, Night Owl Lounge. I don't know what.
Yes, we will be back Night Owl Lounge probably about 10 o'clock Central.
Yeah,
maybe
I think
11, depends.
I think this coming week, unless something happens, that internet goes out or.
Shh.
I know I shouldn't have said it, but
I know.
But look for it this Wednesday. I'm hopeful that we're going to be starting this Wednesday. That's what we're shooting for. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Yep. Whatever you believe in. Knock on wood. Rub a redhead. I don't know. Whatever the superstitions are.
Rub a belly.
Throw some salt over your shoulder. We gotta do a show on that. Superstitions. There's a lot. I mean, I just mentioned 4 or 5. 4 or 5 in a row right there.
There's another one. You and Dennis can do superstitions. Yeah.
We could talk about that on the Night Owl Lounge. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, everybody. It's almost 2-hour mark. We are really gonna sign off this time. Yeah. We got stuff. We have animals crying at us. Wanting to know what happened to us.
And we've got to eat, and we got to start our 24/7 going again.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Keep watching our channel. We love you. Thank you very much.
Share us out.
We will be on somewhere, whether we'll see you in chat or on somebody's show or our show. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. We will see you next time. Love you guys.
Love you. Keep your
something kind for somebody and love yourself. You got to start with yourself in order to spread the love.
Keep your vibrations high.
Keep your vibrations up.